Hi everybody, it's me, Julia. Wow, that's some intro. Yeah, so I can't believe it. Well, I can. It's time for May favorites. Dun, 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 dun. It's not actually technically the end of the month yet, but I feel like doing this video today, so I'm going to do that now. So there. May is always that weird month that creeps up on me, like, out of nowhere. I find, like, between, like, March and April, you're like, oh, this winter is never going to end. And then, at the blink of an eye, it's the end of May. Like, March takes forever. I find April's pretty long, too. But then May is like, boom, May's over. And now it's, like, June in a week and a half. Yeah, I'm going to start with these earrings. These earrings are, I'm going to take this out. They're a peacock print earring. Like, they're just a disc earring on metal, and they're hand painted. Really, really pretty little. I thought that was so fun for summer. I don't wear a lot of gold, but I thought these were really, really cute because they're mostly blue. Yeah. So those are cute. I got those from a store in my town called Modern Primitive. And Modern Primitive is one of those little stores where you go in and it's like one of those like little hippie shops where they sell incense and incense burners and then those like pieces of fabric that you can tie into like 900 different outfits and handmade jewelry. And she goes, the woman who owns the store, it's about this big, the store is like really tiny. The woman who owns it goes all over the world and she buys all this really cool jewelry from these little villages and stuff, and she like actually buys them from the people that make them. So it's really beautiful little things from Indonesia, and Indonesia is the most exotic sounding place I can think of at the moment, but from all over the world. Really pretty. And so cheap. These were like $5. And I got another pair there too. This is not really my favorites, but I don't know why I'm showing you these, but I will. And then these little silver dealies. These were like $8 and these were $5. So I thought that would be cute for summer. The other thing I've been totally loving is the combination of coral and gray. And of course, I have no coral to show you. Hold on. So this is a shirt that I bought and I wore it in a video a little while ago. And I ended up loving this color on me. I don't really have a lot of coral. I loved coral last year. But I think the coral last year was a little bit of a stronger coral, like more hot and more like on the pinky side. But the color, the coral that I'm loving this year anyway, is like this more muted. It's like a, more of like a salmony pink, just much more muted. And mixed with like a dove gray, I've just been loving that combination a lot. So I've got this shirt. Got a gray blazer that I wear with a coral shirt underneath. I've got this coral tunic that I wear with like gray khakis. I've loved that. So having said that, like my favorite nail polishes in May were these coral nail polishes, and this I can show you the difference in the coral. So coral is to me the perfect way to describe coral is to say that coral is either red with pink in it or orange with pink in it. So you can say like orangey coral or pinky reddy coral. So this is my NYC Times Square nail polish, and it doesn't really show up very well in the bottle, but this like looks red, but it's not, like there's pink in it, so that's what makes this coral. This is a red coral. But then this color that I've been wearing a lot is Boogie Nights by Sinful Colors, and it's more orange. So this is orange with pink in it. But like that's, you know, it's like orangey pink or reddy pink. That's corals to me. So you can see that's more like what this shirt is. It's got like that very muted kind of salmony color to it. So I've been loving that. And then my all-time favorite, this is very pinky. This is I'm His Coral Friend by OPI, and I've had this for ages, and I love it. It's like one of my favorite colors to wear on my toes in the summertime. So I've been loving that kind of coral. And you can see today I'm wearing this gray nail polish. This is Gray Matter from Rimmel. And I've got it paired with this coral on my toes, the Boogie Nights from Sinful Colors. So love that combination. Trying to keep myself organized here. Another nail polish that I loved at the start of May was this Lacey Lilac from Sally Hansen. It's a really nice cream-based lilac color and really, really cool. Kind of like that opaque, more maudy color without being too flat. I've really liked this at the beginning of the month. It peels off really quickly on me though, like peels off in sheets, but I really like the color. I found that fresh this month as opposed to the frosty, shimmery nail polishes that I have been favoring over the last year or so. Just kind of liking the idea of like a cream-based nail polish, but not a flat or matte one. It has to have a little bit of shine or something to it to make it more interesting to me. Okay, so eventually this rain is going to stop and the sun will come out and we'll go to the beach and stuff. And so to do that, you gotta like take the hair off. And if you're not a masochist who loves to inflict pain on yourself, you might want to do it at home. I have one of my best friends is an esthetician, and her like passion in life is removing hair from people's bodies. I don't like to do that. I find, first of all, it's the expense for me. I could do it, but I don't know. I just don't like, I like to be able to spread my money out and do lots of things with my money instead of, like I can only do this and only do that. So I have a hard time spending money on procedures like that I can do myself at home. Like splurging for something special is different, but, and I don't like having to wait in between wax sessions. So I like to just shave in the shower. But I have like the world's smallest shower, and I'm not kidding. It's like 2 feet square. It's teeny tiny. So the razors that I really love, I love this Venus Breeze. Oh Lord, which one is this? It's the Embrace. So the Gillette Embrace, and it looks like this. And I love this because around the outside is like moisturizing strips or something like that. Don't have room in my shower to like put on the shaving gel and everything like that. I love these like all-in-one things that kind of they moisturize and lubricate your skin as you shave, which is great. You get a really good shave with this one. So that's the Venus Embrace. And I also love this little Shick Quattro. Yeah, Shick Quattro. I think it's called the trimmer, bikini trimmer. So I'll put the information down in the information box. But it's got like a little trimmer on it, so you can trim your, whatever, your toe hair, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I love that. So that's all in one. I basically, like, it comes with one little razor head, and I use that until it goes dull, but I keep it in the shower for this. And I use my Spa Embrace to do my other shaving. Okay, moving on. I have loved this little Freeman. I've got 2 Freeman products here. I love these things. You can get them anywhere. Like they've got them. I most readily find these at Walmart, but you can get them at the drugstore. And they've got like a whole range of like little fun things to use, and they're like $4, and they actually do work. A lot of their stuff is actually nice. So this is the Facial Hydration Goji Berry Hydrating Soothing Mask. And you put it on your skin, and it's clear, and it dries matte and smooth, and your skin just looks really smooth. And then you wash it off, and your skin is just all nice and plump and smooth. I love it. That one's excellent. And another thing I love is this Revitalizing Foot Balm with lemon and sage. Now, it says here that it's ideal for diabetic care. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's, instead of being like a thick cream, it's clear. Whoops. And not very thick. And you put it on your calloused heels or just your dry feet, whatever. Your feet don't even have to be dry. This is just, it's got tea tree oil in it and aloe and sage and lemon, and it's so cooling. You put it on and your feet, what happened to my voice? Oh, whew. You put it on and it's just really, really soothing. So let me just read what it says. This Revitalizing Foot Balm helps restore moisture to dry, cracked skin while softening calluses. Lemon and sage help feet to feel refreshed and invigorated. L'arginine helps maintain foot health by improving tone and texture, and tea tree oil helps soothe and relax tired feet, ideal for diabetic foot care. And I think that's why, because it cools your feet down, because diabetics have a lot of problems. I'm not diabetic, but I have friends who are. They have a lot of problems with their feet, and they're always talking about like their feet and their legs because they retain a lot of water, and they always talk about wanting coolness on their feet and legs. So this is actually, it just feels, it's so light and cool, and it's much nicer than having a thick cream on, and it actually works a little bit better, I find, than those creams. I'm gonna have to do a special video on that, because the whole thing about dry feet, okay, I could write a novel. Alright, moving on to other favorites. I have not been liking any foundation at all in May. I've said in a couple of other videos, just having a lot of problems with the texture of my skin all of a sudden. All of a sudden, my face is rejecting any kind of foundation that I put on it. I'm finding I'm getting oxidization problems, although what helps that is putting a primer on underneath. But, you know, nothing is making my skin look smooth. My skin looks rough and uneven and blotchy, and I'm hoping to fix that with a product that I'm going to be getting for my birthday. And foundation is like just sitting on my face. I feel like I'm in the dead of winter, but I'm not. So I'm not exactly sure what went on with my face in May. But I'm working on that. Skincare, I think, is a little bit more important than just slapping a foundation on. So I haven't really been liking any foundation. Like, foundations that I loved, I'm hating. Foundations that everybody's telling me to use are not working. So instead of saying, oh, it's the foundation's fault, I'm going to look after my skin and see if that's the problem and just get back onto a better routine. So instead of foundations, I've just been using, tinted moisturizers and like really light coverage stuff, instead of trying to put, because anything that's like medium or full coverage is just, my face is rejecting it right now. So it's better to me to have to rely a little bit on concealer than have a foundation that just looks really crappy on my face. So the concealer that I love, and I've loved this more than just May, but this has really been helping me a lot in May, is the Revlon Photo Ready concealer. I think it's supposed to just be for under eye. No, concealer, corrector, SPF 20. This I love underneath my eyes, and I actually use it everywhere. It's got light reflecting particles in it, but unlike the foundation that you put on where it's like glitter bomb, they're so fine in here that you don't really see any glitter or anything like that. But you put it on, and I'll see if I'll put some on now. I already have my foundation on, but it's just amazing. I've been loving it. It's my favorite under eye concealer. Okay, moving on. So as I said, not a lot of foundation have I been loving, but I've been loving primer this month, and the primer that I've been loving is this L'Oreal Studio Secrets Magic Perfecting Base. And you can see it's a little bit thicker than one of those silicone ones, and I love it because it does go on like spackle. Like, you put it on and it smooths everything out, and you can actually go out of the house just with that on if you just want to have like smooth looking skin. It's really, really good, and it also really helps with oxidization of your foundations. This one in particular, because it's a little bit heavier than some of those lighter ones, like the Makeup Forever HD one, which I also have and haven't touched it in ages because I've been loving this one so much. And there's so much in here. As far as makeup goes, I've been like really kind of unoriginal and just I haven't bought any. I don't think I've bought any makeup. Well, besides foundation, I bought a couple of foundations, but I haven't bought like any makeup in well over a month. And I think a lot of us are kind of going through this. I've got so much stuff. I don't have like a huge collection, but I do have way more makeup than your average person has, and I understand that. And, like, I love these certain products, and I'm not using other products, and it feels so wasteful to me, so I've really stopped purchasing. Now, having said that, I'm going to the States tomorrow, so I'm sure that there will be some new things that I pick up, but I don't know, not really consuming as much as I was, and just kind of reusing what I have. So you might see things in here that you've seen before, and I'm sorry if you want to see like lots of new stuff, but this is really favorites, and these are my favorites. So favorites you use all the time. So literally the only blushes that I've used since I bought them in April or March are these Fox in the Boxes. I have the whole set, but these two are my favorite this month, and it's the Skinny Dipping and the Smooth Talker. So the Skinny Dipping is the corally kind of tawny combination duo there that I love. It's what I'm wearing today. So I wore this pretty much every single day this month. It just gives a really nice coral punch to the cheeks, which has been the look that I've been favoring this month. Can't get enough of it. And this one I didn't think I was going to like. This is Smooth Talker, and it's the one that everybody's calling a dupe for Benefit's Sugar Bomb. So this one's a little bit more, like you can see there's like a gold there and kind of a brown and then a light pink and then like a corally rosy color. When you blend it all together, it just kind of goes into this kind of muddy color, but it actually works really well as a bronzer for my skin because it, instead of being like a brown bronzer or like a red bronzer, it's got that real kind of tawny, peachy bronze color that Lisa Eldridge says, you know, you should be using if you're fair skinned so that you don't look like you're orange or muddy or anything like that. So it's very subtle, I'll tell you that, but it is really good. It just warms up my skin enough and actually works very well as a very neutral, tongue-tied, neutral blush when I don't want to have pink or coral or peach. Really, really neutral. But something that's a little bit different, but also an older product. I fell in love again later on in May with my Nars' Deep Throat because, as I said, I've been loving the coral cheeks this month. Just loving coral in general. I find that this is not as pink or sparkly as the Orgasm. So if you have Orgasm and you don't like it, that's really funny. Who doesn't like Orgasm? Okay, anyway, if you have the blush Orgasm and you don't really like it, like say you're just finding it's too much, give Deep Throat a try because it gives you that same pinky corally feeling as Orgasm, but this I find is much easier to wear than Orgasm. How many times can I say Orgasm in one sentence? Yeah, so give Deep Throat. I love that. So I've had this for a while, but you know, it sits in your drawer, you don't use it, pull it out in May, and I've been loving it. I've been so lazy and boring as far as eyeshadows go this month. There's been 2 looks that I've worn the entire month. I've been wearing this e.l.f. cream shadow in Dawn like a lot. You can see there's a huge dent in it, and you do actually get a lot of product because it's a very neutral, pale, shimmery, bronzy pewter color. So it's not silver, it's not bronzy. There's like a real nice, you know, matte, like meets in the middle of those 2 colors very well. Or I've been throwing on just a really light, shimmery beige color. This is Suedine from Annabelle. It looks a little bit darker. It's kind of like a nutty color. But that's it. Or I've been loving neutral matte eyeshadows. Just been loving like any of these kind of matte neutral colors from my Coastal Scents palette. And the color that I've been using the most are these 2 colors up here. So, you know, I'll put this all over the lid and then just put that in the crease. So it's just matte, just a little bit of definition in the crease, and that's it. Another boring product. I totally fell back in love with my CoverGirl Lash Blast in May. I don't know, it just kind of ticks all the boxes, and I really like it. So, there. Lips, really simple. As it gets warmer, I kind of don't like lip gloss anymore. I find it's really too like wet and gloopy. So I favor my lipsticks in the summer, and I favor lip glosses like in the fall and winter when my lips are really dry, but they're all nice and moist and juicy now. So one shade that I've been wearing is the Revlon Colorburst in Petal. It looks a lot more orangey, kind of bronzy camera than it actually is, because it's a very sheer neutral color. You see there, really, really sheer, and it goes so well with this kind of neutral face. It's what I'm wearing today. So if you have like there's just, I love it. It's perfect. If I can get another one, I'm going to, because it's like my favorite lipstick. So I love that. I'm totally loving, and I can see this going through the summer, the pink grapefruit line from Bath & Body Works. I even love the packaging, because just looking at grapefruit makes me think of nice and fresh things. I hate grapefruit. It's horrible. It's one of those things that fools you. You look at it and you think, that grapefruit's going to be really nice and juicy and refreshing, and then you eat it and it's like, this is horrible. Why are you making me eat this sour thing? It's horrible. And don't tell me that pink grapefruit is sweeter than regular grapefruit, because it's not. It's still horrible. But I love to wear it on my body. So this is the... it's not too sweet. You know, like there's the grapefruit just kind of cuts through the sweet, and I love it. And it's so refreshing. So there you go, beauties. That is my favorites. And why am I talking funny all of a sudden? Okay, anyway, that's me. Obviously, I've been sitting in front of the camera way too long because I'm going crazy. Yeah, so I'm going to say, hope your May was great. Hope your June is fantastic. It's my birthday in June, so it's got to be great. June 5th, if anybody wants to send presents, care of Julie. I'm just kidding. Don't send me presents. Okay, don't do that. I don't want to be labeled as one of those people. Okay. Okay, guys, have a great day. Hope it's not raining where you are like it is here. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.